Okay, here we have is a new game. This, as you can see, is 9 by 9. It's actually set up as difficult. Now, I need you people to, if you can, is to copy down these numbers onto a pad or something, or just to watch the video and you might be able to see how to play the game. This is also set up as time trial thing, but because we're doing the video, we're not going to be doing any time trial. So let's have a look what we've got. We've got our 9s are here, 9 and 9, so we need a 9 over here in this column, because that's 9, 9, and we've got a 9 here, so that takes that out. So this one here is going to be the 9. Then if we come across, takes that column out, this one here takes that column out, and this 9 will take that column out, but it leaves us 2 squares here for 9s. So we can put a 9 in both of them, a 9 and a 9. Now we've got a 3 and a 3, so again 3 and 3, which means that these two are going to be the 3s. We can put a 3 in there and a 3 in there. 7 is going to take that column out. This 7 is going to take that column out, but it's going to leave us these 3. It's also going to leave us these 4 over here. So we're going to leave the 7. Got 1 and 1. So 1 could be any of these tops up here, because you can see the 1 and the 1 takes out those rows. Now we've got 1 here and there, so that means that's the 1. All those 3 are the 1s. So what else can we see here that's easy to do? We've got a 2 and a 2. And that means that these 2 here are the 2s. They're the 2s and the 2s. 3 and 3, so this 3, that 3, got this 3 here, which just leaves these 2 as 3. So we're going to put a 3 in here and a 3 in here. If we come up to here, that takes that 3 out there, so that means that one of these could be the 3. And we can also see that by these over here. So we've got a 3, a 3, and a 3. So this column has got 2 3s in it. This column has the possible of 3 3s in it. So we can't get a definite fix on that. 9 comes across here. This 9 comes down here. This 9 comes up here. So this means that this here is the only square that doesn't have a 9 in it. That either row or column does not have a 9 in it. See, no 9, and again no 9, but all the others 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. So this here is the 9. And then that would make it so that this column has the 9. These 2 rows are covered by the 9s. So these 2 are the 9s. So let's have a little look at, say, a 5. No, we've got a 4 and a 4, which leaves these 2 as the 4s. Doesn't help us much. But we can see here, if these 2 are 4s, and that cannot be the 4, that means this row here, it's only one of these 4 here that can be the 4. So we might start filling in some other numbers. So we've got 1, so we need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, there's a 2 there. So it can't be the 2, it can be the 3. No, actually, it cannot be the 3 because there's a 3 there. So we've got a 2, a 3, 5 and a 6. We've got a 6 here, 3 and a 2. So that has to be the 5. Now that leaves us 2, 3, 6. So this one here, 2, 3, 6. This one here, 2, 3, 6. 2, 3 and 6. 2, 3 and 6. Because there is no 2 or 3 in this column, no 2 or 3 or 6 in this column, and no 2 or 3 or 6 in this row. So if we come down into this column here, we've got 1. So we're going to need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Need quite a few. So we've got those are finished. So we've got 1, 2. There's the 3. There's the 4, 5, 6. Looking around, there is no 7. And looking around again, there is no 8. So we've got 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's all that can go into that square. Again, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then again, we go again. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Then we've got the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. As you can see, we've got 5 numbers here. 5 numbers is a lot of numbers to have in any square. Normally I would not write them down if I was doing this on a pen and paper. I'd normally only go up to 3 numbers. So here we've got only 4 blank squares. We've got 1, 2, 3. So we need a 4, a 5. There's the 6, a 7, and an 8, and a 9. So that's 4, 5, 7, and 8. So we've got the 4, 5, 7, 8. So the numbers were 4, 5, 7, 8. So 4, 5, 7, 8. 4, 5, 7, 8. So we've got 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 4, 7, 8, and 4, 8. So unfortunately, none of those numbers will cancel out. If we come up the top here, we've got squares there. So we've got 1, 2. So we need 3. 3, 3, 3. Can I put a 3 here? Then we need 4. Then we need the 5. So 5, 5, 5, 5, 6. We've got a 6 in that there. We've got 6 there. So 6 takes that out. 6 takes this out. That means this one here is the 6. Because that's 6 and this 6, and that's already a 9, so that only leaves that there. So we've got 3, 5, 6. So now we've got 3, 5, 7 and 8. Okay, 3, 5, 7 and 8. 3, 5, 7 and 8. 3, 5, 7, 8. 3, 5, 7, 8. So if we correct these numbers now, we've got to put the 6 in there, so we can take these 6's out. We rub that 6 out, rub that 6 out. You can see here that we've got 2, 3, 2, 3. So one can be a 2, one can be a 3. So no other numbers in this line or in this square can actually have those two numbers. So this 3, 6 actually becomes a 6. And we take that out. 2, 3, 2, 3. So that means that this 3 that we put there earlier cannot be. And remember we said these were blocked out. 3, 3. These count as a 2 and a 3. So the 3 cannot be there. So that means that this is the 3. So we take that out. That's the 3. That makes this one the 7. So and then we take the 7's out. And we can see that if we take this 7 out, it's just going to leave us the 5. So then we can take the 5's out. And again, we just got two numbers, which is 3 and 8. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this here is 2 and 7. 2 and 7. But if you look down here, we've got a 7 already. So that's a 2. 2, and that has to be the 7. If we've got that 7 there, we can take this 7 here out. And if you notice, we've got this column is 7, this column is 7, and there's only one square, so that has to be the 7. And we just pencil out these 7's over here. And again, we've got two numbers here, 4 and 8. So nothing else in this line can be 4 and 8. So we've got to take out the 8, take out the 8, and that makes these two 5 and 7. So if these two are 4 and 8, that means that we only got 3 numbers left, which is going to be 1, 2, and 6. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, and 6. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 6. So if we just do a quick look around again. Okay, so what have we got? 5 and 7, 4 and 8. So that we've got 4 numbers here, 5 all up. So we need 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1, and you would have seen that I put this 1 here by mistake because there's already a 1 there, so we're going to take that 1 out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, so we need 5. Got the 5 there, and 5, so that means that 5, which is already done. No 5, 5 here, and a 5 is already in there. And then we've got 6, and you'll notice here we've got a 6 here, but we've got 2 6s up here, which takes out these 2 columns, so that this lonely 1 here has to be the 6. Now that only leaves us with 1, 5, 7 and 8. So 1, 5, 7 and 8, because 8 is the last number, because we've got the 1, we've got the 5 and we've got the 7. And if we look up here, the 8, so that makes that the 3 and this one the 8. Because of the 8, we'll take that one out. So we've got 5 and 7, 1, 5, 7, 1, 5, 1, 5, 7. So we've got 1, 5, 7 in the 3 lots there. So 1 can be a 5, 1 can be a 7, 1 can be a 1. So these 2 here has to be the other 2 missing numbers, which out of the column, which is 2 and 3. Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2 and 3, and you can see we've got a 3 here. So that means that is the 2 and this is the 3. Then that only leaves us with these 4 numbers here, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 4, 5, 6, not sorry, 4, 5, oh, 1, 4, 5, 7. So these are 4s, we already got the 7 there, so these must be 1s and 5, 4s and 5s I should say, sorry. 4, 5, and that means these are 1s and 7s. But we've already got a 7 there. So that's a 1, and that's a 7. Then we can take this 7 out, because we don't need that there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, so we need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but we've got the 7 here. So 7 cannot be in this cube, but we need a 7 in this line. So this has to be the 7. So that's going to leave this one as 4, 5, 9. So we go 4, 5, 9. So this is the 4, which leaves us the 5, 9. And as I said before, the 5, 9 means that these 4 numbers cannot have the 5 or the 9 in it. So they are going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 8, 9. No, sorry, not 9. 1, 2, 6, and 8. 1, 2, 6, 8. Got a 6 here. We've got a 1 here. So these are going to be the ones. 1, 1. 2, 2, 2. Again have a 2 here. 2, 6 and 8. 6, 8. There's the 6, 8. There's the 6, 8. 6, 8. 6, 8. So I've got 1, 2, 6, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got one cube here out of this column, and it has to be a 1, 2 or an 8. 1, 2 or 8. Now you can see we've got a 2 here. So that means this column has to have the 2 in it. So this 2 has to be taken out because it cannot be there. It has to be one of these 2. So we've got 1, 2 and 8. 1, 2, 8. It's the only number left. 8. So it has to be the 8 because there's the 1, there's the 2. So that has to be the 8. If we take the 8 off of that, it's going to leave that the 2. If we take the 2 and the 8 off of that, it's going to leave that as 1. And we can move this 1. So then we've got 6 and 8. So we've got here, we've got 1, 2, 3. So we need 4, 5, 6 and 8. 4, 5, 6, 8. So 4, 5, 6, 8. 4, nothing up there. 5, no 6s, but there's an 8. So we've got 4, 5, 4, 5 and 8, 4, 5, 6 and 8. And again, in this column here, in this row, we have just one number missing. Now the numbers we have, we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. But we've already got the 8 there. So we need to take this 8 out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 6, 7. There's already a 1 there. There's already a 6. So that only leaves the 2 and the 7 left. 1, 2, 6, 7. 1, 2, 6, 7. So I've got 2 and 7, which takes out the other 2s and 7s in there. So we can see that this 1, 7 is going to be a 1, which will make this one here a 5, which will make this one here a 7. And it will also make this one a 6, this one a 1. Okay, 1, 6, 1, 2, 6, so that's going to make that a 2. So that's how quickly it can change. It can change a lot of numbers straight up. If we look up here, the 6, we've got 6 and 8. So that's going to be the 8. And this is going to be the 6. This 8 takes out this, so this is going to be the 4. And this will be the 8. 5 and 7. So that's the 5. Okay, So we'll just tidy this up a little bit, take out the pencil marks. Okay, so what have we got? Okay, so we've got a 5 here. We don't need the 5 and we don't need the 2 and the 7. So we don't need a 2 and we don't need the 5. We don't need the 5 here. And then you can see that we've got up here, we've got a 6. Got a 6 here, but we've got a 6 up here. So we need to tidy that up. Take that 6 out. Leaves me 2 and 8. 2 and 3, 3 and 8. So because these are 2 and 3, 2 and 8, 3 and 8 is a valid number here. So we go across this row here, 1, 2, so we need 3, 4 and 8. 3, 4 and 8. So there's the 8. So we already got the 3 there, so that's 4. There's the 3, 4 and 8. 3, 4, 8. Now you can see here we've got 2 4 8s in this column. So that means that this last number has to be the proper number. So we've got 1, so it's a 2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 2, so that's going to make that the 8, which is going to make that the 4, which is going to make that 5, 6. So this 4 here will become a 5. So this will make this one the 6. Because that's the 5, that has to be the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll tidy these up. Take out our pencil marks. Okay, we've got an 8 here and a 3 and 8, so that's going to be a 3. This 3, 4 is going to be a 4. This 4, 8 is going to be an 8. 2, 3 up here, 2, 3. There's a 3 there, so that's a 2. And this is a 3. This 2 makes this 2, 7 a 7. And this here, 2, 7 a 2. So we're going to take out our pencil marks again. Now we've got 5, 9, but we haven't got any 5 9s yet. So in this one here, we're missing the 1 and the 9. And we can see we've got a 1 here. So that is going to be the 9, and this is going to be the 1. Because the 1 cannot be there. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, so we're needing 4 and 5. Again, we've got 4, 5, and the 4. And you can see here we have the 9, so that's going to be our 5. And this one here is going to be our 9. And there we have it. Congratulations, the game is won. Okay. And we managed to do that in 29 minutes, according to this.